Here we are in Newark, where we have a serious problem with our sewer network. We've essentially got 400 properties at risk of flooding. This is our worst service failure and affects property both internally and externally. It's the worst thing that could possibly happen to your house after fire. Unlike fire, sewer flooding could happen again a year after and the year after that.
So can you tell me a bit about how living with the worry of the sewer flooding has affected your life?
Well, I was very reluctant to go on holiday because I've always worried about the house being flooded. If we wanted to go out for the day, then I'd be checking the weather to see if it was going to rain heavily, and if it was, then I wouldn't want to go out. I felt if I was here, I could take precautions.
You've not gone on holiday in some years because of the worry of it?
That's right, because I've always got to be here to make sure that it doesn't get into the house.
How often does it flood? How often do you get problems with it?
Well, in the period of, say, 16 years, we probably get flooded about 8 times. One year we were flooded twice, at lunchtime and again in the evening.
Could you just tell me about how important you think it is that Severn Trent resolve the flooding issues in Newark?
Well, I think it's important because we don't want our houses flooded. The water will destroy everything inside, and also I think there must be health reasons. It can't be good having sewage water coming out of the drains, contaminating everything.
The issue is that the system becomes overwhelmed. So here we are in Millgate, where in storm conditions we see the rainfall entering our network, popping the lids, going over land and hitting the properties and causing flooding. So our plan in Newark is to invest in our sewerage network, provide more capacity to alleviate the risk of sewer flooding to our customers. We're also going to be in the town replacing some of the water pipes that are coming towards the end of their useful life, and also providing capacity for the new development and growth that's going on in the town.
It's not acceptable in modern society that people like Judy Grubb should have to live with the worry of sewer flooding into their properties. And Judy's just an example of a widespread problem across Newark. To address this issue, we're proposing a significant multi-million-pound investment in the sewerage infrastructure of Newark-on-Trent. We're also planning to make a similar investment in the town's clean water supply infrastructure to keep pace with the large-scale development planned around the town. This will be a major and exciting civil engineering project that has been a long time in the planning, and we passionately want to get this right for our customers in Newark. In all, we'll be constructing over 7 miles of new sewers and 6 miles of new water mains. If laid end on end, the pipes would go all the way from Newark town centre to Grantham. The works will include 2.5 miles of new tunnel sewers, one of which will be large enough that you could drive a transit van below Newark streets. The tunnel will run from Crankley Point Sewage Treatment Works in the north, past below the East Coast Main Line, along Northgate, Bargate, Castlegate and Millgate before terminating at the southern end of Millgate. The main tunnel will be constructed 15 metres deep in the rock below the town. That's as deep as Newark Town Hall is high. Shafts will be constructed on Castlegate, Millgate and Northgate to allow us to connect the tunnel to the existing sewers and allow sewage to flow into the tunnel. There will be some disruption associated with the works. However, where possible, we have looked to minimise this by using construction methods such as tunnelling. This will be short-term pain for long-term gain. We want to provide Newark with a robust water supply that is always available for our customers, and a modern sewage system that will serve the town for years to come. Ultimately, the project will improve the quality of life for people like Judy Grubb and stop the worry of sewer flooding into their houses every time it rains.